What is up, YouTube? We are back breaking down UFC Perth, Ulberg versus Reyes. Decent card. A lot of people were hating on it. I kind of understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, I thought the card was good. I thought the main card especially was good. Um, we're gonna start off. We're talking. Oh wait, and then the random hunt that we will be going on today is going for Red Fox at Yukon. See how this goes. Probably got to be another night hunt. But let's start this up real quick. But yeah, either way, did pretty good betting wise. We'll break down the numbers towards the end of the video. Um, but we're gonna start with the first one, which is Alexa Dayanara defeating Luma Luke Bumi by decision. I had Luke Bumi by decision, but it was Dayanara that got done. Luke Bumi seemed to kind of have the striking advantage. At least the elbows were nasty, but they just didn't phase Dayanara at all, which is crazy. Dayanara might genuinely be an issue just based off of her physicality and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with her. But yeah, not a great look for Luma. Even though I thought the striking was decent. Very unfortunate to see that kind of happen, but it was actually a pretty decent fight when it was standing for the most part. I think Dainara actually was holding her against the cage a lot, but yeah, I was fairly entertained with that fight, and it was a great way I think to kick off the card, but it's tough. We'll see what happens with both these fighters. Both these fighters are the future of strawweight. That's how bad it is. Even if they did not look the greatest, but I thought Dainara just looks like she's going to be an issue. It wasn't a great performance, but I think it just kind of shows she might be an issue. On to the next fight, we have Brando Perisic defeating Alicia Ellison by first round KO. I had Ellison second round KO. I just threw that up in the air. I'll take that L. Did not know Ellison was gonna look that undersized. But Perisic actually looked kind of decent. I am a little interested in him at heavyweight. I thought essentially he was just, where did he come from? City kickboxing. He was a city kickboxing guy, and he's just like, floating around out there, light on the feet for heavyweight at least, and he looked pretty good. But I mean, obviously, I want to see what he looks like in other fights. But hopefully, they don't rush this guy and they build him up, and heavyweight might have another guy. Never know. On to next fight, we have Michelle Montague versus or defeating Luana Carolina by decision. I called that perfectly. That's what I had. Montague, I think she might have won every round. However, this is like a weird one. This kind of reminds me of like Jeremiah Wells versus Matthew Semmelsberger because Carolina hit her pretty hard. I think knocked her down once in like the start of like every round. I'm pretty sure. And 17, 20. Okay. We gotta step back to time. Yeah, but overall, Montague was definitely the better wrestler, probably fighter. Showed a lot of heart, a lot of durability there. So I'm very interested to see what she will look like at bantamweight. I think she is undefeated too, so that ought to be interesting. But I think that was. I thought Montague was gonna win it via like a robbery, and like I said, it was close, but I scored a Montague fairly easily at the same time. It was like it was a weird fight, honestly. But overall, wait, what was the time I needed to set to? 17, I think, for Red Fox. 17, yeah. Overall, though, great performance, Montague. Fairly interested to see how she does at bantamweight. On to the next fight, we got Cody Thickness versus or defeating Josias Musasa by decision. Also, kind of a weird fight. I had Thickness winning by decision, got this correct perfectly again. However, watching it live, I did score the fight to Musasa. Musasa, I thought, won two, definitely. And I think he snuck three just with the shots he had earlier in the fight. So I was leaning towards Musasa there, no doubt. Oh shoot, that's not good. You don't want to see that. Um, I don't think Musasa looked good though. I just think it was like Kobe Thickness had like no striking defense. Um, it was kind of weird. I don't know. Kobe Thickness, when he got him to the ground, he was pretty good down there. Held him down and was very effective. However, I don't know, man. Musasa, like, I don't think Musasa's that good, and I don't think Kobe Thickness is that good anymore. I thought these guys were initially good. Now I'm just like, eh. But either way, I think let's go somewhere else actually. Um, yeah, either way, Thickness won. I got that correct. Both these guys need work though, honestly, before I see too much. I mean, I think Musasa's 0-2 now in the UFC. Thickness is 1-1. We'll see what happens with both those guys. On to the next fight, though, we got Jamie Malarkey defeating Rolando Bedoya. I had Jamie Malarkey by second round KO. He wanted anything but that. Don't get me wrong, he stunned Bedoya at one point. I think it was in the second round? Maybe the... No, second round, I think. Maybe the first. I don't know. But Malarkey was, in the first round, I was like impressed. I'm like, oh, he's added this whole new wrinkle to this game with the wrestling and everything. And then second round, that's like he's just panic shooting the whole time. And I was so confused because I'm like, this guy I think is definitely good enough to take out the likes of a Rolando Bedoya. I don't know though, man. I was somewhat of a close fight. Actually, not really. Malarkey still gets first two rounds easily, technically. But that third round was sketchy, though. Malarkey was gassed, Bedoya starting to piece some things up together. That was kind of crazy. Malarkey still panic shooting. Um, I like that he's wrestling, but he's like, it's almost like he's totally forgotten that he's a striker. Like, use your hands, man. You got hands, but I get it though. He has been knocked out a few times since he's kind of hit his prime, which is like I think he was like top. I think he was like 15 at one point, or he's right outside when he fought Jalen Turner. But yeah, he's kind of past those days, even though he's only 31. But he still won, so good for him. On to the next fight, though, we got Cam Rouston defeating Andre Petrosky by first round KO. tough one, man. I had. Oh, there's no Red Fox over here drinking? What the heck? Yeah, I had a Petrowski by decision, and the exact opposite thing happened. He got knocked down the first round. He didn't shoot takedown from what I remember. He was trying to strike with this guy, another city kickboxing guy, I believe. Yeah, so great game plan from Petrowski here. Um, I kind of knew that this might have happened, though. It's just Petrowski's. He's like a guy. He got KO'd off of someone's hip, dude. Like, you always have to think there's always a chance he can get clipped with anything after something like that happens. So, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough L. That's one of my worst ones this year, technically. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Rolled up right on it. Oh my goodness. All right, but either way, Cam Rousen I thought looked pretty good. The post fights, what's it called, speech or whatever. I was like, about that. I didn't really think that was that cool. Like, just like, I think he was like talking mostly about like the Izzy stuff or whatever, but or he's copying Izzy's lines. I don't know. It was some. He had Adesanya in it or whatever. But either way, I'm curious to see what that guy does. Petrosky probably on the borderline of getting cut. No way around that. But yeah, either way. Moving on to the next fight, we got Navajo Sterling defeating Hidolfo Bellato. I had Sterling by second round KO, but he manages to be a decision merchant again. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was watching, because I fell asleep like for most of the second round and most of the third round. When I was awake, he was landing insane combos and Bellato was eating them. But I don't know. This guy, I don't even know. I don't know if I trusted this guy yet. He did call out Iba Aslan. I'm fine with that, you know. Yeah, don't give him top 15 because he's probably gonna lose or I don't know, but oh my gosh, I need this one to get out the bushes. There's no way this thing is hiding in the bushes like that. So yeah, Sterling, give him the Aslan fight, Asplon or whatever his name is, Ibo Aslan. Give him that fight. Bellato, I think he should cut. They'll probably keep him around though. But yeah, either way, moving on to the main card, we have Tom Nolan defeating Charlie Campbell via submission in the first round. I had Tom Nolan first round sub at plus 2200. Probably my best hit this year, one of my best all time. So that was huge. Big one for Tom Nolan. Um, as crazy as this seems, I don't know if I'm on the hype train yet still though. I think he deserves a guy like right outside top 15. If not, I probably would be all right with him top 15. He is on a 4 fight win streak. I think all finishes too. I'd be fine with it. I'm just saying I don't know if this guy is top contender yet for me. He does get himself into these crazy wars and exchanges. I don't know if he can do that with these top level guys. But I'm very hyped. Great win. Thank you, Tom Nolan. First round sub plus 2200. That was awesome. It was a great fight too. That honestly, is it weird to say that might have been my fight of the night? Just because that was just like insane right out the gate. For 4 minutes straight, they were just throwing. And, Charlie Campbell did not want to go to the ground with Tom Nolan, which made sense. So he invited him back up, I believe it was twice. And then from there, it was a wrap. So, shout out to Tom Nolan getting it done. Very, I am still very curious to see what they do. Oh my goodness, he comes out at the right time. Oh my goodness. Out to 82 of this. No way. He ate that? No way. That's crazy. Um, yeah, Tom Nolan. Great fight, banger for all 4 minutes of it. On to the next fight. This is an insane one. Neil Magny defeated Jake Matthews. Third round sub. Insane. Not really the fight, but just what happened. So, Matthews was about to sub Magny. Ref stops the fight with like 2 seconds to go because Magny's arm went like limp outwards. Like I don't even know if it went limp. It's just like it was like a weird motion. So the ref like called it off with like 2 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, absolutely no. Not today. Um. Oh my gosh, I do not like that at all. Oh my gosh. Um, yeah, so then Neil Magny's throwing a fit. Jake Matthews looks mad. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, please don't tell me I missed that shot. No way, bro. How? Where did I hit this thing? That's crazy. But yeah, and then all of a sudden, like just when we thought it was over and there's no way you can like ever put something like this back into play, psych, the fight continues into round two. And not only that, oh my goodness, there's actually a grizzly bear around here. Not only that, Neil Magny comes back in the third round and takes out Jake Matthews. Like what? Insane. The scenes were crazy. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it. I actually could not believe it. What a fight that was. Not really. It wasn't even that fun. Jake Matthews looked very hesitant. Um, he was winning the whole fight though, which is crazy. And then Neil Magny all of a sudden starts. Neil Magny's low key been the whole time in that fight was putting some combos together and he was piecing up. Like Neil Magny's striking looked, I guess you could say better kind of, which is weird. Or maybe I've just never noticed because he's always getting mauled by these really good guys. But yeah, either way, I was very impressed with Neil Magny. Um, there's no way he finds himself back in a top 15 fight, right? There's no way. But maybe. Who knows? That might be happening. But we'll see what happens. I think he's on a 3-fight win streak now, so great for Neil Magny. Uh, man, old ass, man. He's doing it, though. Respect, though. I wanted Neil Magny to win. I don't really like Jake Matthews, but I just thought, I mean, everyone thought that was the safe pick, man. I'm sure A lot of people bet Jake Matthews. I didn't think it was a lock. Oh, 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 so that's why. Man, I'm an idiot. That's tough. It's tough. Wow, but yeah. Either way, I thought Jake Matthews was gonna win, but I wasn't like, oh, that's not a lock. Like that's not like Michael Morales, Neil Magny, something like that. Like I was like, oh, this is like a somewhat competitive fight. I'm leaning Jake Matthews just because he's the younger fighter, um, and all that, and it did not pay off clearly. But yeah, that is crazy. Matthews might have got robbed of a win, but also I don't think Magny was out at all. Like this, like somehow, some way, we have to punish the ref, but at the same time, who's suffering the most? Jake Matthews. But oh, died on sight. Oh, trifecta. There we go. That's how we redeem ourselves. Look at that. Hmm. Look at that. Red Fox. Yeah, so okay, where should I go next? We should go northwest. We can try over here. We'll try over here. Yeah, but either way, great win, Neil Magny. We'll see what happens from there. On to the next fight. We had Jack Jenkins defeating Ramon Tavares by decision. I had Jenkins by decision. He got it done by decision. Um, I don't know. I'm not too high on Jack Jenkins. Who did he lose to recently? I can actually look that up. We're not doing predictions, so I can see this stuff now. So he lost to, yeah, Gabriel Santos. I kind of remember that fight. And Andy lost to Chepe. Oh my goodness, yeah. Chepe's good though. Chepe's really good, so I don't really fault him there. I don't know, man. Jack Jenkins, I'm still not too high on him. Don't think Ramon Tavares is good at all. Um, he might get cut. You never know. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, either way, I don't even remember like what happened in this fight too much. Like I think did I have 29-28? I think I gave. I think the closest round was the third round. Maybe I had it. Let me see if I can pull my scorecard actually. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Um, I don't even know if I actually scored the fights. Did I? Jenkins. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I did give him all three rounds. Um, I don't know. I don't really remember too much. It really. I don't remember it being that exciting of a fight. Um, trying to even think. Well, I really can't remember that fight that much, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I am missing some like key details from that fight, but I just can't wrap my head around it honestly. But on to the next fight, the co-main event between Jimmy Crute and Ivan Urslan. I had Jimmy Crute by second round sub. He did it in the first though. It was like, what was it? I'm not too familiar with it. It might have been a variation of a bulldog choke, I think. Um, it was savage though. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Jimmy Crute. I can't say he's back. Fortunately, it's the durability thing. And we'll get to Reyes in a second, man. But durability goes a long way in this sport, especially. If you're not durable, you're never going to go far. And if you do, I don't even know, but I'm very, very devastated. We're not even on the Reyes fight. Jimmy Crute made it look easy. Not buying into the hype just yet. Again, just because I do question the chin and the striking defense. However, the grappling is so superb. This guy has got it, and Don't think he's top 15 next, but if he beats one more, I think he is. No doubt. 3-fight win streak. I think that's what it'll be now. Let's go check it out. So it'd be a 3-fight undefeated streak, but it'd be a 2-fight win streak because he drew with Adolfo Bellato a couple years back, or not even, right? Yeah, that was this year. Oh my goodness! Wow, Jimmy Crude's been active. Wow, that was really just this year. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but either way, great win for Jimmy Crew. Curious to see what happens, but not buying into the hype yet, just to make that clear. Now we go on to the last fight. We got Carlos Ulberg defeating Dominic Reyes, man. Tough, tough scene, man. You hate to see it. I had Ulberg by second round KO. It happened towards the very end of the first. Oh my goodness, Ducks. Oh my gosh. Dang it. Oh man, that would have been awesome for the fans. Um, yeah, man, Dominic looked very hesitant. I don't even think I remember him throwing a punch. I think he was just winging out kicks, and Ulberg had reads on it the whole time. And man, it was so sad to see. Not just him getting KO, but I was just like watching this. And I was like, oh, this really is that bad of a style matchup. I just, you hate to see it, man. Um, yeah, Ulberg looked really good, man. He's ready for a title. I think he deserves it next with that performance. And Dom Reyes, oh man, you might need to retire. I'm fine with, you want to try one more run to it and hope that you can get by without having to face like an Ulberg or something. I'm down, but you don't have too much time left after that. And that was tough to see as a big Rays fan, man. But Holberg is just so technically sound. He was weighing on it the whole time. He saw it, and he did not hesitate, man. He absolutely did not hesitate. Oh my gosh. Didn't see that one. Yeah, so Ulberg faces the winner of the rematch, no matter what. Yuri and Roundtree, I'd be fine with letting them sit out and then face the winner of the Ulberg versus the winner of Ankalaev Pereira. I'm fine with that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this kind of plays out. I know how it should play out. It should be Ulberg next, but since they're really hyping this up like it's gonna be a title eliminator, I feel like they might do it anyway. But then what? Does Ulberg sit out and wait for a shot? Because he absolutely, I wouldn't say he absolutely. It sucks, man. I shouldn't be advocating for people to sit out, but Ulberg kind of can, honestly. The Jan Blachowicz fight was arguably. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! 9 legendary Red Fox. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. That is crazy. No, 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 no. Dude, I just need that thing to turn like a little bit. A little bit. Get more broadside. If not, I will find it. I just don't want to have to find it this way. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, got it. Dead on sight. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I gotta go this way, right? What's quicker? All right, we'll try it this way. All right, we're gonna go this way. Wow. Insane way to end the video. Potentially first diamond caught in the YouTube series. The scenes. It could be right here. And that would make up for a Reyes loss, low key. That would make up for it. Very sad for Reyes as I'm running to get this potential diamond. Very sad to see this happen to Reyes. Hope all is well. Hope he's feeling better after that and recovers. And, you know, I'd be down for one more run. If he gets trimmed one more time, I really don't want to see it. I wouldn't be. I also, if he were to come out and retire tomorrow, I would absolutely respect it. He is 35 years old. Um, you know, you can only take so many of those beatings, man. And it's very sad. A guy who should have beat Jones, like he beat Jones, they just robbed him. You know, this is what happens. But overall, we had such a great card. It went 8 for 12 on the winners, 4 perfect, 3 of them being decision perfect. And then we had that big win in the, what was it? Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Another one. For now. Okay, weird. Alright. But yeah, we had that big Tom Nolan win, the plus 2200. That was awesome. That was one of our more profitable weeks, man. So that was great. That's a great way to go into Vegas for next week. The card's gonna be insane. We'll break that down a little earlier in the week, probably, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably not Tuesday, but like a Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. Very excited, looking forward to all of this. Oh man, that's kind of actually far away. Wow. Okay, we'll see how we get around this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that card. Gonna be breaking it down like Wednesday or Thursday. Uh, we'll be breaking down, or we'll be recapping the fights probably next Sunday as well. You know, um, new layout should be coming towards the end of the year, if not the beginning of next year. We'll see what happens. That's what I feel like. That's a realistic timetable after I get back from my vacations. So we'll see what happens with that. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. This Vegas card is about to be pretty crazy. A lot of implications, a lot of legacy on the line right over here with, you know, Marab, Pereira, especially. So we'll see what happens. Perth. That ref needs to be fired first off. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I got a non-legendary fox over here I gotta chase. Forget a grizzly bear. Yeah, but yeah, the Perth card was alright. Whatever. Sucks that they didn't sell a lot of tickets there. They just go to show that you gotta actually put some substance in some of these cards, you know? Not everyone wants to go watch one really good fight, you know, in terms of name value. Um, but main card still delivered. Prelims, meh, they were alright. They were alright. I don't know. A lot of people did not like this card, but you also got to think we've been kind of spoiled with cards as of recently. Eh, not spoiled actually, but we've had some like that UFC Noche card. The card before this was insane. The France card a couple weeks before that was pretty good too. That was, in my opinion, a very underrated card on the year. And, you know, so I think, man, am I the guy that really sells for less than UFC, huh? But at the same time, it's like I'm a realist and I just understand not every card's going to be crazy. I thought it was still fairly entertaining, but, you know, in terms of recently what's been going on now, it was not that crazy, but. Either way, it should be Ulberg next for a title. I don't even like Ulberg. I'm not even that big of a fan, but I am a fan of a fresh name. Nobody really wants to see Yuri. Actually, well, Yuri and Ankalaev I'd be intrigued for. Yuri Alex 3, I don't want to see it. I know it'll be a fun fight, but it makes no sense. If Yuri's on a 5-fight win streak, I'm down for it. Whatever happens. But, you know, why is he getting a third fight? Because he took the second one on short notice? Like, who? Like, I don't want to say who cares, but it's like, he's not. I don't know. They're just like, they really try to push certain fighters, and it's just like, it ruins the sport low key. But at the same time, I get it. It's a money business. It's how they make money, but we'll see what happens. Oh man. But yeah, Ulberg should be next. Yuri and Roundtree, winner of that can sit out and see what happens with the rest. Because, I mean, if Pereira wins, he'll probably want to turn around in 6 months. If Ankalaev wins, yeah, he might be out for a while, actually. That sounds about Ankalaev, actually. But I don't know. Very sad to see what happened with Dominic Reyes again. Jimmy Crute's now on his comeback tour. We'll see if that gets spoiled with a devastating knockout. Might, and that would hurt. Low key, Jimmy Crute has been growing on me. Jake Matthews yet again proved why he is not top talent. Tom Nolan proves that he might be top talent. Navajo Sterling, another decision dud. He is Leon Edwards of light heavyweight division. Cam Ralston needs to see more, but also great win. Jamie Malarkey, boring fight. Decent win. Not really, actually. I think he can do better, but he did it. So, and that's all that matters. Kobe Thickness, It was a win. Good for him. Michelle Montague, great win. Brando Perisic, great win. Alexa Thainara, great win. Actually, good win. Not great. It wasn't the best, but she proved that she is top in the UFC strawweight. A few prospects from this card that stood out to me that I will be looking forward to from here on in, and that is these three fighters. It is Alexa Dayanara. I don't know if I'd say I'd be hyped for her fights, but there is a little bit of stock that I have in her now. There, I'm thinking that she could be a future champion one day. I feel it now. I kind of see it, but either way, let's see. Moment of truth. Where's this thing? Oh my goodness. Moment of truth. Here we go. Yes! 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 On camera! On camera! Oh my goodness! Wow! Wow! Look at that! Look at that, bro. Diamond Red Fox to end the video. Insane. Yes. Yes. What a great way to end this. Still RIP my boy Reyes. Hopefully you get on that another Get Back tour. But yes, Red Fox, Diamond. Look at this. Look at this. Yes. That's awesome. Yes. Let's go.